I want to take this opportunity for a game welcome on our all to we usual Tuesday all important press conference. Now you, now we own, now we all own. It is a process. All things say as a ministry we were able to enlarge with coverage because we are the conduit through which government they communicate to the people. So when things trend, waiting to happen, we they bring una, we inform una. Because we duty a mandate now for provide timely information to una and the people. So today, now other session. But as usual, we can pray. Eh? So let's just take small time. Let's pray. Yes, sir. Amen. Amen. We supposed to be 4 naira for really come look at trending issues. One person still in a road, they come. But we're not going to wait forever. So on today's panel, we get somebody not to enforce them for Kaya. Most of the people there are not to enforce them for Kam. But the reason why I'm very happy for that idea now because when things we are trending, where rumor be there abroad, it caused some panic. Now the same person I be host for let give clarity on security matters. And from that day, where he say when I go lay down, he say even when we not be prepared, then they will do nothing. He said now that we expect say they can, he said let they try we. From that day now I begin to draw sleep. Because I went to bed, I knew our staff is prepared for any eventuality. So on today's program again, we get. In fact, from that time, now before no more it go. On this special occasion, as a ministry, we want formally congratulate you. First, for head ASLAF, and the recent decoration where the president gave to you. Congratulations, sir. That is the reward you get for good work. We not wait until person die before he say that might be good. So we get on this panel. Today I know I mistake my name. The day with me you talk now, yeah, we do clean. The newspaper headline was Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education blunders. I no reader, I don't know the content because I'm human. I'm bound to blunder. So today you name perfectly now Lieutenant General Amara Aidara Bangura. You are the Chief of Defense Staff of ASLAF. So we get, for today's discussion, the head of the Salon Army. On the far side, who can you see? It is Balua moving forward. Salon commentary. For obvious reasons, also, we get somebody from the newly established or renamed nomenclatured National Petroleum Regulatory Authority. When their names change, will people that you want to know why a change, waiting they will expect. So we get Mr. Brahma Balua Kroma from when are the Director General for National Petroleum Regulatory Authority. You're welcome, sir. We suppose forget Miss just in time. Woman, they know they feel in this country. We're not supposed to forget. We get the General Manager of the National Tourist Board, Madam Fatmata Mida Kiru. You are welcome. Okay, as usual, we will get update. Then we'll go discuss proper why then people in there. Any update? The first update I want to start with is why are they here? Now because a minister not there. When he is here, now they sit in. And who say he there? When the president they bring their young man them, they give them prominent positions. Now because he knows we get beaucoup space before we. When you blunder, it get for affect you. So the minister, as the lead of the ministry, one power agency, when at the government printing department, it take a team to China for let them go drag, for let them go look around how it will facelift, how it will improve the government printing department. And as I speak, it is signed an agreement with a company in China when a $15 million agreement for let it facelift, $5 million agreement for let it facelift the government printing department. Not to say be there, we anything we have to explain, eh? Not to say be there. $5 million agreement, now the ministry, they sign at China with a printing company. For let with government printer, self-show which he able to deliver with the government printing department. Same way so, on the 11th of July, 2025, at State House in Freetown, the newly appointed Chief Commissioner of the National Commission of Persons with Disability, Brahma Abdullahi Sharif, shared a vision for disability development centered on strategy he coined as PRIDE. So the policy way the president don't take for let a header commission, in back go talk to the president and give him a roadmap. More than 133,000 people across Sierra Leone have received the first dose of Mpox vaccine as part of the country's ongoing response to the 2025 outbreak, according to the data from the Ministry of Health's expanded program on immunization. So these are the Ministry of Health, they update. As it stands, over 133,000 people don't receive Mpox vaccine. So if you sit down, you say you need to take people that they take home, where they go before. On the 11th of July 2025 in Freetown, on the occasion of World Population Day, the United Nations Population Fund Executive Director, Dr. Natalia Kanem, issued a powerful statement urging government and societies worldwide who is scrolling? No, you don't jump. Urging societies, government and societies worldwide to do what? I don't think that is correct. Urging government and societies worldwide to focus on enabling young people to thrive by creating choices rather than barriers around family planning and productive rights. Dr. Kanem highlighted growing concerns about global demographic trends such as declining fertility rates, aging population, and workforce shortages. All over the world, the population, they age. Fertility, not in we fertility because we don't say we will fertile. But there is a concern that the fertility rates that the world they go down. So the World Bank person raised concern. On the 10th of July 2025 at House of Parliament in Freetown, A significant move in the drive Sierra Leone economic development was made as Parliament ratified a 60 million agreement between government and the Kisi Industry Limited. The move is aimed at expanding industrial operation in the oil palm sector while fostering job creation and increasing national revenue. On the 9th of July 2025 in Freetown, in taking a bold step and unified stance against gender-based violence, the government of Sierra Leone officially launched a 15 million euro, a $15 million, a 15 million euro EU-UN Spotlight Initiative at the New Brookfield Hotel in Freetown. This landmark global partnership between the EU and the United Nations aimed to eliminate all forms of violence against women and girls. So, quite apart from all the laws, we don't put hands off our girls, no child marriage, the new, the GIWI bill, still efforts, local and international, partnership are being made for let we stop violence against girls and women, and even boys. Because against gender violence, eh? And when we talk about gender, it's not just female. Now we will not talk with you. So every form of violence should be stopped against humanity. Yeah. So I think these are the brief updates. So to today's program proper, as I start for introduce the panel, today we get some serious debates or updates from this panelist who I get. The head of military, Gogiwi, in achievement in his first 100 days in office, and the vision, his vision for ASLAF. I make it there. The general manager for the National Terrorist Board, Gogiwi, we don't see very many times that ministry don't take giant strides for showcase Sierra Leone as a tourist destination country. But when you take your eye away from that, when you look at we beaches, me and you, if we walk along the beaches, we see a lot of environmental challenges. The way we beach there, we own activities that impact too much on the beach. So, it can remote on this challenge and tourism, how they will break through. Then, we get Mr. Kuruma, the Director General for National Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Now they see the name they change, or the nomenclature don't change. With this new nomenclature, waiting the people of Sierra Leone for expect. Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelts as we drive you through. We start with the most decorated army officer in our midst and in the country, the Lieutenant General Amara Aidara Bangura. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister of Information and Communication. Thank you, Sierra Leoneans. It's a privilege to be here today to speak to you all about the ASLAF and a particular edition that was made by His Excellency the President to appoint me as the Chief of Defense Staff of this Republic. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Happy for the hour today. Let me start all over. Happy for the hour today. One, for meet Mr. Allen and people them and tell them about ASLAF. And also for tell them about the decision when me Commander-in-Chief, when I know less the person was His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio make on November 19, 2024, when the appointment came as Chief of Defense Staff. So immediately when President appointed me, I found out I get huge tax, a killing tax. So straight away I get a team who start working. And the first thing we would do was, as you can do for any institution, you need a plan, you need a roadmap, where we can call a strategy. You need something to tell you, so you need to move from Usaide to this side in 5 years, or the next 10 years. So we sit down, we say, okay, now we develop our own mindset, our own strategy, we go German and work with government. So we develop a strategy. The first ever national defense policy and strategy of this country, published from independence to date, a local owned. So we publish that strategy, we write the strategy, all consultations, all workshop across MDAs, all security sectors, agencies, now my OMS, it was validated. We take our Kanguna Defense Policy Committee, the highest policy committee level in the Ministry of Defense, we make sure we couch the attention, they endorse. We can't go to Defense Council. Defense Council now one of the highest security body of defense in this country, headed by no less possible the president himself. The president endorsed all we thinking. So after he endorsed we think, we say, okay, now we have a strategy, a document as to our one progress. So we can't I haven't got the endorsement by all these number one person in the country. We still not begin implement plans into actions. So we started. Initially we decided say we will go through not the usual things we'll be not begin do, that is we can able to do them, but we need for carve a new thing we will not be not do for do. However, since we can this country realize say the armed forces ever since now one great engine in the fire. The engine of national security integrity, national security integrity. So my colleagues and say no, we need to set the second engine if we really want to let this plane fly. So the second engine, according to Section 1652 of the Constitution, say we should contribute to the well-being and development of Sierra Leone. But the engines to create, the engines who for create for make this contribution was lacking. So that's now say law set engines. And these engines should be corporate bodies different from the hierarchy of the ASLAF, when a legal entity to be sued and sued, we register them, let them begin form their own means for generate which we need. So we come up with about 5 companies who they register, one on agriculture. If agriculture is big, because at the speak we do 1,000 cashew farm na local. Next year I'll decide for another 2,000-3,000. By 2026, and will be the largest cashew production entity in Australia. We go into rice. We don't swear say by 2026 December the rice will they eat as lab. Take rice now, how they feel and how they produce it for ourselves. Government is spend money for rice again. They will decide say no, we decide say no. We get the largest engineering equipment, about 80 pieces. We Chinese make, make Chinese and give it. This equipment now for Sudan so. So right now we don't bid for feeder road. They make my 91 to Mayogbo feeder road 52.4 kilometer. We just make feeder road from Boedu to Kwendu. So they contribute to the national development of the country. We need to don't be again. And we compete with other civil engineers and apply for make roads. Then we make the road inside our barracks. If you go Moriton, if you go Wilberforce, you go see don't make a road inside back the Colta and win. Then we don't decide say no. We need to look after welfare. The most important thing we make a soldier and take gun against each other because we're insensitive to their welfare. We're not going to look after the welfare. The leadership we need and try, but me see say welcome. I find a new method for you look after the welfare. Those things were close to there. Water for eat, water for drink, toilet for sleep, toilet for go. Who side the sleep and tap the roof? Those things with the marriage welfare. I talked to HE approve everything. Soldier where you are married, not 250,000. They pay make 5 million. So we come with some packages and with the soldiers the happiness you see. We don't look after the welfare. And I make the quietness in at the barracks. Not any other means. Quietness in at the barracks, the country peaceful. As long as we handle social the welfare is key. Any country is in Africa, we don't want to get turmoil. We don't want to get co-watch. The reason why, like Senegal, you go to another country like South Africa, the welfare of the soldiers are well taken care of. So it's that same methodology the HE don't buy. Now they carry on. And we'll get peace forever. And so one of the other things we do is, we still say we get engineering equipment. Why we not go into estate? So they acquire land to Ministry of Lands and other areas. We begin build estate for sale. Oh, soldier the one, then they pay insurance to you. We go use your side if you want you the book. Who say come out the bill house for you? Civil want you get estate. And one of the other core thing, we go prime sites in Freetown. But all prime sites and we own soldier themselves, then they go build shop there. Then they eat, then they get the money and they eat. The way you look with the other soldiers, say you not get sense, you no fool. That's why now a communal system. All man, I mean, at the landlord. All man, they come out, they build the one way, all man, they get benefit to go use. So that's why. So that I make, if you watch Juba Moriton, we don't pull all the, and at the soldier, they say pull the roof because of the building quarter. We're not broken out to it, then pull, we just go even though. We are going to construct those places by December, you see, fine stores, offices. So, beautify the frontage of barracks. We use that revenue they get, we try for soft welfare. So the second engine we don't start at the house lab, then they make the house lab take off. I think if I don't reach the time, I can end so forth on to continue. Thank you.
Oh, now soon at the clap. This is a novelty because some of we why we not join the army. We just see a fete, nobody the fete. You know, you are either killing or they are killing you. Now I make most of we. But if the army don't venture into other things, and I can always say that the biggest industry, the military, it cuts across. You have lawyers, fine lawyers within the military. You have engineers within the military. But all them people that